We're here.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Ivan and Chris.
Yvonne, Piper.
Pete Town. Yeah, everyone. Matt
Piper.
Basterson, Chauncey.
Hey, Uwe, what were you doing to your system? Did you get
Cletus.
new speakers or what? I saw on social media. I didn't oversleep.
No one overslept. We're on time here.
I woke up way too early this morning.
Nick Rudeau, how's New York? Que pasa, New York?
It was the Commanders are falling apart because half the team's injured, and they should fire their defensive coordinator. But I was watching the Dodger Blue Jays game, and it went to like
18 innings or something. Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, it's too bad the Dodgers won, but
Well, the late in the game, the Blue Jays were up and they lost the lead.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a crazy game last night.
Good morning, Harry.
Good morning.
This is a very eloquent way of saying the Jazz drummer dead.
Yeah, we know about the Jazz. So 2 days ago,
Jack DeJohnette passed away. I think it was kind of sudden because someone posted a picture of him 2 days before.
Well, usually you're alive before you're dead. So
it's usually pretty sudden when it goes.
No, I mean he didn't
look alive.
He looked like he was sitting in a chair. He looked normal, and
he didn't appear to be ill.
Yeah.
There's a difference where who just died last week, and
the soft cell guy.
Yeah, we didn't know his condition. There was another person too.
Ace Frehley.
Yeah, well, he was probably being held together by nicotine and
like Frankenstein, just pieced together.
Their manager just passed too.
Kiss's manager?
Yeah.
So kiss off.
That's right.
Speaking of someone who's dead, but really is
too
alive,
soon?
There you
Someone's going to be upset. Is that too fucking soon?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
They don't own any of all the Ace Free. Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley. They don't own any.
They
of it.
sold out. Yeah,
they sold it. So anything you start seeing of Kiss,
June Lockhart,
it's the kiss of death. Isn't
all the
it?
power to these artists that are able to sell out. What are you going to do? Like once you're gone, this way if you have heirs, you give your heirs money. They don't have to deal with all
because if you die and leave it to them, then there's a weird tax that gets it.
Well, it's not even the tax; it's just the bickering between families
deal with it
out, and kids and wives and husbands and whatever. It just that's my opinion. One man's opinion.
Yes, I'll be like Mazzy. Have one heir. Be like me. Have no heirs.
You don't. Yeah, you don't have any heirs about you.
There's an heir about you, though, Wax.
We have a bit of a crisis right now. I don't know.
Oh, is it? Go ahead.
What is selling out?
Wait, Jim.
I bet you in your job
we're missing a Buff Brahma.
In your job, don't you want to make as much money as possible, or at least have a good job and make money? I mean, maybe not as much.
My only goal through life is to have you not interrupt me.
This is how stupid I am, Mazzy. I used to get promo shit sent to me, and I felt bad because I wasn't reviewing any of it, and I fucking stupidly told them to not send it anymore.
Well, that's on you.
I know.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Well, you could,
here's the never argued that point,
Jim, as you know. All the people that you told them not to send it to are fired now. They don't work there anymore.
No, that's not true. That is not true. You'd be amazed at how many of the names are.
Well, you could probably.
You know what? Here's what you do, Jim. You go. We at Record Collector News have a change of editorial content and decided to start doing more reviews, and then you ask them to send it back.
Yeah, you could totally do it.
I mean, that's all you have to do.
Yeah.
The only I would feel terrible about not actually reviewing the shit they send me.
Well,
when they send it,
you have a bigger problem. There's
a
Buff Brahma missing. One of the chickens didn't get in the barn last night. Methinks an owl might have gotten it.
That's a different. You just changed that. You just.
I did. I changed subjects. I got to get that off
really
my chest.
quick.
I
We're
just,
talking about a band.
I just let the pig out.
How long has
Who let the pig out? Oink,
how long
oink,
has the
oink,
chicken
oink.
been part of your?
It's one of the new girls. She's only been a part of the. She's not even laying yet. So she's probably good eating. But
So she's 13.
no, she's about it less than a year old. You know, she's a chicken. She's a little baby
Well,
chicken.
roosters
If
laying
she were
chicken.
my daughter, I'd.
What would you do, Daddy?
Hey,
Oh, so bad.
don't be a chicken fucker, Maslow.
So bad.
Do not be a chicken fucker.
Oh.
Yeah.
We don't like that.
Yeah,
around
they're
here.
coyotes.
Yeah, we have coyotes, but
There are
they
coyotes
don't
everywhere now. People they don't get scared by people anymore. They've encroached on everything.
Coyotes don't really go in and out of my
problem with
yard.
print publications or reviews, by the time the review comes out, it's already been reviewed like
Yeah.
100,000 times 2 months later.
Yeah, but how many people really read those?
Okay,
I mean, I looked at a lot of that stuff.
let's
They get,
explain
like-
to Mazzy the art of influence.
I'm
the
just
red
kidding.
book is
I know.
being
But
repetitive.
really, when you look at it,
I
ahead.
agree with you, Rob. I agree with you, Rob. You should do a feature. Do you have you don't have a record review section? Like, have you ever had a
We
record
do
review?
blurbs. He has
we
stuff
do.
coming out.
We don't have a record review section. We only put it in every single issue, and we review jazz records just every issue, but not.
That's your problem.
We don't really miss one.
Here's a
And Rob's got one. Oh, we put yours in as a review, Rob.
thank you. This is a Gravy Train record. This is if you find an original of this, it's quite expensive. And smartly, Kraft, who owns the Muse catalog, obviously Mazzy's friend Zev is releasing a certain percentage of very rare ones, but they chose to put this out as a jazz dispensary. And this is really good. It's like funk.
Apparently, that's the funkiest band you've never heard.
No, it's funky spiritual jazz. It's really good.
What
And
a combination.
This is a master by Kevin Gray. It sounds excellent. Highly recommended. And the cool thing about at least these jazz dispensary titles is they're like $30, I think. They're on the cheaper end. And this is a tip-on jacket. Very nice. And RTI pressed it. So I highly recommend getting this. Or at least, here's what I always recommend. Stream the music first. If you like it, you'll be happy with this. That's what I say.
If you don't have a streaming service, you can most likely hear some of it on YouTube. Exactly.
YouTube. The whole album's on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I like this. It sounds great. I'll show some other ones I picked up. Actually, yesterday found an OG mono copy of this. This came out as a Tone Poet. This is an excellent album. This Curtis Amy, Frank Butler, and then
when was that a Tone Poet? Wait, did they change the cover?
No, same. It's because it's a Pacific jazz record.
Was that a recent Tone Poet? I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's why I haven't seen that. Okay.
This is an excellent album.
Yeah.
Highly. I mean, if you want to get the Tone Poet, it's a stereo, but this is a mono.
I'd like to get that one, actually.
It's really good, but Bobby Hutchison's on here.
I didn't realize that was a Tone Poet.
There he is. I recommend this. This is a deep groove. I'm not taking it out, but there's a deep groove in there.
There you go.
Deep groove's
So
just
what's
kind
the
of
advantage or disadvantage of that being a deep groove?
I think it's a cosmetic thing.
Yeah.
It shows that it was an OG pressing of it.
Because look at some of us are groovy and some of us are deep groovy.
But that's good. Get that one, Mezzy. And then I got more of an upgrade copy, which is an excellent Joe Henderson record. I got a Black Bee Van Gelder. This is a very good album. And I think this is a classic. You can get this as a Blue Note classic. All right, that was good. This is cool. Stanley Cowell. Who's Stanley Cowell, Mazzy?
He's a jazz writer, a jazz.
But he co-started Strata East.
Yeah, he's a jazz.
So this is a solo album on Galaxy, but it's a great band. Tim, Cecil McBee, and Roy Haynes. This is good. It's all good. I'm like Mazzy. I don't show records I think are shitty. I put them in the next auction. Here's a good one. This is a label I think Notes and Tones loves a lot. I think it's Dutch. Crisscross.
Oh, they wear their clothes backwards, right?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Your hip hop knowledge is the best in the VC. Clifford Jordan Quartet. These Crisscross albums are really good. Sound really good, and Clifford Jordan doing some standards. Here's a rare on vinyl. This Branford Marsalis Trio. It's a double album, but it came out on CD by Columbia, but it was only put on vinyl once by Classic Records. So I know I had a from my friend a Neil Young record that was only put on vinyl on Classic Records. And this
that
one
inspired a band to call themselves the Black Keys.
Remember when Harry decided he wasn't coming here anymore?
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Okay, it's early.
Hey, then I found a Japanese pressing of this Tony Rice unit.
I haven't heard that one. Is that an instrumental or vocals? Do you
instrumental.
Know?
Not as good as the one I highly recommend getting from Kraft.
Yeah, the Backwater or Backwoods, whatever. Who's on that? Who plays with him on that? Is Norman Blake on it? Let me see. Todd Phillips, Fred Carpenter. Okay.
This is good, but not as good as the one we should get.
Yeah, and all his records are interesting. Yeah.
Is it? This is a very highly coveted spiritual free jazz record of Maurice McIntyre on Delmark. I already have I've got this. It's a better condition than my other one. So, but this is hard to find. So I have 2 copies now. I'm going to sell the other one. I have a few more. I'll show them later.
I'll show this because I did get this, and this is Rob's friend. He got it too. This is not a record store day. This is Omnivore. This is the final Nina Simone record, early 90s, I believe. When she did her last thing on Elektra Records. This was on, I know Ivan mentioned he has a copy from Music on Vinyl, I guess. But this has 4 extra tracks. It's a
double album.
The double album has all the stuff recorded for Elektra then, and obviously covers, and it has that great Jewish classic record. Papa, can you hear me?
Well, from listening,
isn't that from Yentl?
Yes, but from listening to that, it was her last record, and I read a quote saying they went to her to said, "Hey, we'd like to record a record with you," and her response was, "Just hand me the check. Just give me the money." And
show me the money.
But I'll tell you, you can hear like her emotional state, I guess, when they made that album. I don't know. She's so emotionally somber recording that record, you know.
I love Nina Simone. I love all her different directions, the RCA stuff, and the the first album of hers I got into, I guess, was 72, I guess. The one she did in RCA with Here Comes the Sun and Dylan songs, and it is so good. Even though it's cover stuff, it is so kind of more folky than her jazzy stuff, and it unbelievably turned me on to Nina Simone for life. And I love her, even the live stuff where she really kind of challenges her audience and lectures her wide audience on civil rights and things. And I adore her. Bipolar, if you haven't seen the documentary on her, it's beautiful and tragic in a way, and it's wonderful. So Nina Simone.
I mean, she lived another 20 years after that was recorded or something?
I don't know. I don't know that. I forgot.
I could be
check. Yes. It's a lot of it is orchestrated, so it's a lush record. It's a song stylist, like a torch song record. Torch thing.
Ryan, if you're serious, message me privately. That's all I have to say.
Can you make me smaller? I'm
no. Can everyone investigate all the hair coming out of Mazzy's nose hair? And
there's obviously the liner notes on 2 records. Here we go. I mean,
it really is very good.
It's a wonderful package, you know.
I mean, for me, that's stuff like that is the stuff that needs to be reissued, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Because you don't see this. I had never heard this record before, but it's very lush, you know.
Or it's orchestrated.
Yeah, orchestrated, definitely. Lush.
Here's one I got yesterday.
Does it have all the accoutrement?
I
And
love
it's
it.
got extra tracks, right?
No, that
Yeah.
has like a booklet.
It's
and
got
some
a
other
recent
stuff.
live. Does it have a live show?
Can I explain what it has?
No.
No.
Okay,
Rob and I will
Cheap
explain
mode.
for you, Harry. We'll quiet you and we'll tell you.
It's like Elton in Wonderland for the artwork. I always thought if I had a van back in the days when people did up custom vans, I'd call it Captain Vantastic and the Brown Street Cowboys. Got a nice booklet with it.
Yeah, the original came out with a different book. Remember that?
Yeah. Got some.
Wait, you bought that brand new?
Yeah.
Okay.
This just
Yeah,
came out.
I have to pay for my records.
I did too.
So,
Pretty much.
you know what? Unfortunately, so do I.
Why is it all dirty? It looks like
Yeah.
you. It
Did
looks
you-
like you.
Did you
Came
get
all
all
over
happy
it.
all over that?
Did you jack off that record?
Yeah. It's like 3 different colors, and I'll show you the other one. Let me go get the other one because it's double album.
Harry has so little respect for the show. He did not come prepared.
Yes.
This is sad.
I'm curious. Is that I hope it's not one of those half speed Abbey Road cuts.
Oh,
So, I mean, they're different color. The
Wow.
way they mix the vinyl.
That's kind of cool. Is it a half speed Abbey Road cut? Who cut it? Do you know?
Geez, that's a good question. I'd have to look and
Does it
see.
sound good?
Yeah, it's really good. I
Do you
love.
even
It's my
know that
favorite
you're
Elton
holding-
John album.
do you even know that you're holding a record, Harry?
I thought it was a bit.
I like
wonder
that
it
record a
doesn't
lot,
fit my
too.
CD player. Anyways, you can make me small. I'll have to look at the book.
Hey,
Yeah, I
have-
agree with Tim. A UK original of his records, the 70s records, are the first choice.
Speaking of colored records, colored vinyl, I picked this up. This is a soundtrack to an 80s video store sex horror movie.
You just showed that.
I showed it on Rachel's, but I wanted to show it again for one reason. So this is that movie, and the vinyl color
That's disgusting.
is described. This is not me making it up. The vinyl for the film is this a semen and blood colored vinyl.
Oh, great!
So-
Well, the natural color of vinyl is seen.
So all the old people on screen, just look in your underpants. It should look like that.
Well, there's a couple of more fluids in there that mess it up.
But
Okay,
also,
so
this
this
is
record
kinda-
was mastered by Bob Ludwig and cut by Jeff Pesh at Abbey Road Studios.
Okay.
This comes with a little 45 in it.
Well, I don't think is Ludwig working anymore. That might
No.
be
Apparently,
The
it says he remastered LP 1.
I think
Oh, he
they
did them both,
doing
but
the
they were done at different places.
one off. Didn't he do something recently where he for Fremer, that album Fremer put out? Didn't he do something on that?
He used to do all of the Springsteen stuff, but I don't think anymore.
So everyone knows 18 innings. Dodgers won.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Canuckians. 18 innings.
I love that they walked Otani 4 times in a row, I think.
My sister worked the whole game last night. Security, 18 innings. She
Wow.
probably didn't get out of there.
Did you get overtime?
Of course. Plus, she gets big bonuses because it's the World Series.
Nice.
But 18 innings. Game ended at midnight. She probably didn't get home till 3.
It's a record for the World Series. And both of them are the Dodgers. Twice they've gone 18 innings in the World Series.
Nutty. Baseball.
Right, not.
Baseball.
There was some really crazy plays in that game, though. It was a good game to watch.
I didn't watch much of it.
I watched all 18 innings.
Are you serious? Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Richard. Cool. So the only records I picked up are the Zappa Halloween box, which is like 8 CDs, or it's like not 8 CDs, but it's a lot of CDs, about 4 or 5 hours of music. And then I also got the Neil Young box that Mazzy got. That's good. That's fucking good.
It is good.
That's really
I wouldn't
good.
mind that one, but I'm running out of room. I don't have any place.
I
to
don't
put
have
records.
one of those records. It's weird. I thought I had at least one of those 4, but
I'm not usually a stickler for the poly sleeve thing, but Neil used to always do the best on everything. Poly sleeves, everything. And they're just these black paper sleeves. It surprises me so
they're
much.
not. They're
Yes.
black poly lined.
No, they're not. Well, let me see if yours are. Mine are not. And I showed it in my video. If they are, then I got fucked. And they only
the free ones, they do that.
I didn't get it free. I bought it. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. The thing is,
they were kind of.
So there's 8 records. It would have cost them no more than $2 more for the box to put polyline sleeves. They could have raised it by $2 or whatever, because they used to always do that. See?
No, I'm talking. No, well,
No.
I actually.
Trust me,
No, I guess they're not poly lined.
they're not.
It seemed like it wasn't just cheap ass paper when I.
Well, it's black paper. It's kind of scratchy paper. Come on. I mean,
to me, that does.
The last box in this box, he pulled this shit, and I don't know. Did he sell his catalog too?
I mean, you have connections to them, Mazzy. Have you reached out to them?
Well,
clean modern paper versus.
I said it on my video, so if anyone watches, And I said that about the Springsteen thing too. Paper sleeves, like what the fuck, Bruce? It's not Bruce anymore, it's Sony, but
But doesn't the concept of polyline sleeves, which is a chemical, and polyvinyl, which is a similar chemical, smashed together, doesn't that worry you too?
No, I mean there's certain PVCs that are bad, but no. You can do a rice paper sleeve or something.
We're not getting rice paper though. We're getting.
Well, the funny here's really, when I have conversations with people who do this, I hear every conversation has a different thing, because the way people are billed to make a record is everything is nitpicky, itemized, and they might cut something out to make it cheaper. But I can't understand for the life of me, like, how people can do this like for under $30 and no one else can do this.
Right.
That have like heavy tip-on jackets and rice paper sleeves.
I asked a guy, a guy I know who works at a label, and he told me it's usually about 22 to 25 cents for a poly sleeve extra, depending on the quantities, obviously. And so just let's say it's 25 cents. So on an 8-record set, that's $2. I mean, when you're selling something for $145, $2, I mean, either eat it or make it $147 or something and include that. Because when you buy a box set, you expect a little extra. The Springsteen.
Well, if we're going to talk margins, let's talk margins. How much do you think a record store is selling?
Oh, they make
I
shit.
know you guys buy your shit online, but how much do you think a record store is
I know how much. They don't make
that $2.
I bet they're making 20, 25%.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be paying that.
Sure they would. Of course, they would have to raise their rates $2.
It's a terror.
And the list price of the record would be $2.
So the whole you think so
the record store is going to make the record store is going to make what they're going to make either way. No,
the thing of it is well, that's not true. If the record goes up $2 and the record store has to charge another $2, they might sell fewer and they might get stuck.
But every record that comes out or box set has, quote, a list price that the store sells it for. If the cost of the record label costs $2 more, they're going to probably increase. They're going to make it whatever it is. So the record store still makes that shitty margin. That's why the record store.
Yeah, but the margin is tougher to. All I'm saying is they're still making the same margin theoretically, but they may sell 10 less units.
You
because
guys
of the
are
price.
describing tariffs perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Hudson Hi-Fi stuff's the best thing. I ordered the 500 pack.
The only reason I wrap my shit in Hudson Hi-Fi is because that's what's expected. Period.
Yeah. Well, the inner sleeves,
I don't
Hudson,
really
I think
give a
they're
shit.
like $89 for 500. You get these 5 or 6
I'm
packs.
just saying the only reason I do it is because that's what's expected.
Yeah.
I've got fucking records that are 60 years
500
old
pack
in
is the
paper
way to go. Yeah.
that sound fantastic.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's a bit of a VC thing.
Well, the markup on rep vinyl has never been a lot. And the only reason stores prospered in the 70s and around that time, the 60s, is because there was no other option. You didn't have, right. And it was quantity. It was quantity. But the markup on records has always been like every other fucking retail. You know what Keystone is in retail? Keystone is basically 100%. So if you're a retailer and you buy something for $10, you're supposed to sell it for at least $20. You're supposed to get a double markup. That's called Keystone. And
wouldn't
the
it be
record
cool?
business, one of the only record and movies, DVDs, whatever, are the only businesses that the markup is like they make what, $3, $4 tops, not even that on a record, maybe $5 on now that they're $30. I don't know.
I don't think that's true today.
Well, someone told me anybody who has a record store tell us.
I'm just saying it's a lot easier to make $3-4 on a $20 record than it is to make $3 or $4 on a $40 record.
On a $40 record, you'd make more. You'd make
I don't know. Maybe you'd make $6, but it's still.
Let's add any record store people out there that if you sell a $30 or $40 records, what's your cost? Obviously, if you have a bigger store,
I'm not saying the cost doesn't go up. I'm just saying as the price of the records go up, it becomes more difficult for them
to sell it.
Then you don't. Yeah.
Hold on.
On the store.
I'm going to poo-poo all of your nonsense. Eventually, they discount the record. It goes on sale. Right?
The store or the label?
No.
Everybody.
Oh, you're talking about online sales. Yeah. That's a completely different.
Here's a good example.
I mean, no, you can go into a record. Hold on.
Retailers
do sales. Retailers do sales all the time.
Yeah, they want to close.
How often does Freakbeat do a sale? What's all the time?
Listen. Here's an example.
More than twice a year.
Can I finish talking? Can I finish talking?
I'm trying to explain
because I haven't been talking for 10, 15 minutes,
which is a good thing.
Been nice.
Okay. So here's the deal. Freakbeat does do sales. In fact, if you buy $100, God.
No, how often? You say they do sales.
Every day they have a sale. If you buy $100 worth of records, you get 10% off. So
that's not a sale. A sale is.
Let me finish talking, know-it-all.
Well, you're just saying.
By the way, Freakbeat mostly sells used vinyl. Okay,
that's where they make money. Yeah.
Yes, most of their sales is used vinyl, and if you don't talk to him, he says I'm cutting down on all the new vinyl I sell because it doesn't move. Okay, so they do sales, and a couple times a year they have a big sale, but they discount it. Anyone who you go to any Target, Walmart, any retailer who sells new vinyl, they have sales and they discount it.
So that's proving my point, Rob.
Target just had buy two get one free sale.
So they can't sell it at the price that.
Right.
They're
making a shitload of money on.
Listen.
But they can double and triple other things than records at Target and Walmart.
I'm just talking about.
Are you guys done for a moment? Can I say something?
No.
Go ahead.
Fuck. Trying to get a word in edgewise here is ridiculous.
Well, you got to get rid of that, Harry. Just say what you want to say.
Well, every time I do, you say, shut up, I'm talking.
Well, no. Well, hold on. I was in the middle of a conversation
Okay.
I was in the middle of a thought.
Here's a good example. You say there's not a big margin. I disagree. The Bruce Springsteen box set for Nebraska on Amazon originally, right now, is $179. When we bought it, we paid $124. That's a $50 markdown. So somebody's making a lot of money on that box set.
Well, Amazon is a different beast too, because they probably get a better deal. They're buying.
Where did you buy it, Harry? Where did you buy it?
Amazon.
So you're talking online weirdness that has nothing to do with.
It doesn't matter. They're not selling that at a
So let me
$50
ask you a
loss.
question.
I bought
Your-
mine at $150.
Can I ask Harry a question? Is your local store in Paliup selling that record and making $50 or $75 on it?
I don't know what they're making, but if whoever
If you
is
were
selling
in
it on
the business,
Amazon,
you gotta
if
know.
they can afford to discount it $50, they're making money on it still.
Well,
Well,
Amazon.
I'm not saying I
they
don't.
could do
I
loss
don't.
leaders too.
I don't think Amazon. I don't think you can make that statement with Amazon.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I bought it for $145 at Easy Street Records. I bought it at my local for $145.
And it had $179 retail.
That I don't even know. That's what Harry said.
What was the
I don't
retail?
know.
Well, that's what it's going for right now on Amazon.
Well, 145. I mean, for what it was, that was good.
I'm just
And I
asking-
get
all right.
you get at Easy Street, you get a punch card, and every punch card, if you
So-
fill up your punch card, you get
I'm
$15
talking about your
off.
local record store, not Amazon, not any of that shit. I'm talking about your local record store. He buys 2 of them. Do you think he's getting it for the same price Amazon is?
Supplied by others. So look at this. What Jack is saying. Someone is selling it for $130. An other, so a third party. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, they're lose leaders for them.
Yeah. Well, that's not Amazon.
Loss leaders.
Yeah.
But again, okay, here's the deal. Jim's standing up that everyone's losing money and then we should just quit this hobby. Stop resetting up your stereo, Jim, and burn all your records and feed them to the hawk that's eating all your chickens.
I'm just saying it's getting harder and harder for retail record stores.
Okay, I'm going to give
agree.
you an example that I just heard this morning. People are complaining about the price of everything because the economy's so fucked up by the head of our world here. Okay, but
there's no politics, damn it.
What's the shitty hamburgers that I like? The from the East Coast, White Castle. White Castle has lowered the price of their burgers because people are demanding cheaper prices. There's got to be a point where these companies are making they say, listen, this has got to be okay for the profit we make. This right here, not this up here, to continue our growth, because we're not doing well. Target is down 31% since the beginning of this year. Target down 31% in sales. If Amazon, who sells most of the shit we buy, is about to lay off 10,000 workers, there's got to be a point where they go, well, what's an okay profit for us?
They're not laying off 10,000 workers because they're not making money. They're laying off 10,000 workers because they're automating.
Yeah.
Well, there's also a combine of money, getting rid of people, because plenty of
automating will save them money. You don't have to.
But plenty of other businesses are getting rid of people too. But automating means keeping their profits up high and all that.
I'm hiring right now. I'm looking for a new boomer scalper.
Can I automate 3 people that will come up here?
A younger boomer scalper.
There's a live stream where people know you from.
That's
Jim.
the funniest thing you've said in 5 years.
Hey, who says Boomer Scalper's not automated already?
That's true.
We all know record stores are. When you appreciate someone like Record Safari and Dylan, these guys who go out and get collections, you have to work it. There's a lot of fucking used record stores. Wait. Let me just. My turn now. But I think of a record store. I like we have a lot of good record stores here. And Easy Street has this great combination of new and used. And some people think they're a little higher there, but they're one of the few stores that's actually in a walkable neighborhood, not a drive-to, right? And they have new records. Well, they have a connection, and they're the only local store that constantly has like maybe 5, 6, 8 times a month live in stores, right? They have a stage in the eating area in the diner. And on Friday, they sold between 600 to 1,000 copies of the brand new Brandy Carlisle record, because she did an in-store signing and she performed 1,000 copies. Let's say it's 750, I don't know, for one neighborhood store. Of course, this is like our home base in Seattle, but that's a new record, and it brought
That's
people
an in-store.
Of course it is, but that's
They
still
did
a
it.
lot.
They did it here in North Hollywood at a store. Yeah. They did it at Atomic too, but instead of Brandy Carlisle, they had Rick, one of the owners, shaking his ass, and they sold -3.
Can you go look for your missing chicken? Can you go look for your missing chicken, please?
I am a little upset by the missing chick.
But anyway, they do the work
across the road, Jim.
They do the work with the artists and the labels to get artists to do in stores.
Look, they're the amoeba of Seattle. Good for them.
Look at Silver Platters has 3 stores here, and they're the physically biggest stores. They're not great with used stuff, really. Ton of CDs, ton of books. When I first moved here, I saw Steve Earle there. I saw a few in stores. I can't remember the last time they did a fucking in store, and the stage is like storage now for them. I mean, they should.
They did a Rodney Crowell too.
Yeah, but they should get into that again, because Seattle's people go out to see live music.
Steve Earle.
Yeah, pardon me.
I was at that Steve Earle. I got.
Why was there a picture? Maybe you're in the background in my picture. Yeah, I didn't know you then.
Why don't you?
Did you get a picture with Steve holding the record? And me too.
I went and saw Los Lobos doing in store at Amoeba. Amoeba sucks up. Amoeba and Fingerprints used to. Fingerprints.
But Amoeba never gets any big names at their in store.
Sure, they do.
You know what they're doing now? Hold on. You know what they're doing now? Listening parties where they don't even show up.
Well, everybody does that. That's
a
big deal for labels.
I'm going to have a listening party here today.
You know.
If anybody wants to come over, we're doing a listening party today.
I'm doing a listening party right now too. I'm comparing the Zoo Audio Dirty Weekend DWX and the Legacy Classics.
Jim, I think our listening party, Harry, is listening to Rob for 2 hours.
Oh God!
I think I have every Steve Earle album. I've seen him a bunch of times. He's always good.
Yeah, he is.
All I'm saying to all of you people is this whole everyone. Okay, here's what I'll give you. Everyone's losing money now because the economy's so fucked up and stupid. We're all losing money. Can we all agree upon that?
Saying. We're putting up with it. I don't know how we can handle this, but we're putting up with non-poly-lined inner sleeves. What the fuck?
Well, no, I don't really care usually, but when you're here's my deal. I don't really care usually, but when you're paying $150 for a box for $2 or $4, that could have been a part of it, especially when that particular artist or used to do that all the time. It was the best versions, the best pressing, all analog. I'm talking about Neil Young now. And the last box and this box, he hasn't done it. And you look at all the first 3 volumes and all the archive.
Question for you, Mazzy. How was the vinyl messed up at all?
No, it was, the vinyl is perfect. So, I can replace them. And it really is not a big deal, but it's just okay, here's my example. And I used to there used to be a patisserie, a bakery, a French patisserie in San Francisco, and had the best fresh baked French croissants, right? You'd go in to get a croissant and they would charge you another 10 cents for butter. And I thought, what the fuck? Like, charge another 10 or 20 cents for the croissant and let you get free butter. It just looked like they were nickel and diming. And I know everyone doesn't want butter and they're doing it as a thing. But I mean, I just thought that was like.
Well, Dick's does the same thing. Dick's Burgers in Seattle. If you want extra ketchup, they charge you a nickel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
but they pay their workers really well.
Yes, they do.
Put the Surface Spins message up. This is where I'm coming from. Buy your own inner sleeves.
What?
God, Blue Moves is the worst fucking record that Elton John ever put out.
Well, look, he has plenty of horrible records he put out.
That's where I stopped. I stopped with a couple. I think I got Made in England and a couple others after that, but that was pretty much it.
Who puts butter on a croissant?
Like the last ones for me.
Who puts butter on a croissant?
What did you say, Harry?
Doesn't it smash the croissant when you put the butter on
it?
You
kind of if it's a warm out of the oven.
Croissant is. Hey, everyone.
It's cooking
croissant
butter.
is half of a croissant.
You
to
rip
make
it
one.
apart and you put a little in and
Half
melt.
to make a croissant is butter.
You rip it in
A
half. You
croissant is
put a
half
little in
butter.
the
Did you know
pocket.
this?
It's butter. I know it's fucking butter,
It's
Rob.
mostly butter. A croissant.
Yes. But you want extra butter. You want that melted butter on it. Haven't you ever been to Paris and sat in a cafe?
Hey, Angelo, do you feel some weirdness in the air that you're but a 5-minute walk from where I'm sitting right now?
Angelo Kelly is in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
He's like, what is he? He's how far are we? Are we 2,000 miles away?
Angelo, you got to go to Record Safari.
Well, Angelo is here on business. I think we're supposed to meet up for a little bit today. I don't know. Let me know what your window of freedom is.
Okay. If I leave right now and drive, I can get to Santa Monica in 17 hours.
Why don't you drive the other way, the other direction for 7
How long would it take you to get to Phoenix?
Why would I want to go to Phoenix? Let me see. A lot longer than that. Hold on. Phoenix.
This is what Mazzy does all day. He thinks up something and sees how long it will take him to get there.
It would take me. God, it would take me 23 hours if I didn't stop. It's 1,500 miles.
Wow.
That's a long way.
I know. Imagine if there was a thing you could get on that would take you somewhere quicker.
I'm not traveling anymore this year, but I would go. I want to go to Phoenix. What I want to do, if Mike doesn't get up and watch this in the morning, I want to show up and do one of his new release videos instead of him, or have him sit in the back and just I want to do it.
Okay.
And just mispronounce
No,
all the
do
names.
the new release video as whack-a-moles. Just pull them out blindly.
Since Angelo he's here to master his new album with Chris Bellman. That's why he's here. But while he's here, we're going to go on an adventure. Angelo's asked me.
I hope there's going to be a bit of a record store / famous serial killer site tour.
Well, we might have time to do that on Friday, I think.
God damn it.
But this weekend, I'm joining Angelo.
Down now.
Let's hear what people think of this. Angelo and I are driving from Los Angeles to Phoenix.
So Dumb and Dumber.
Yep.
Should live stream.
Are you really driving with him?
Yes.
Wow.
Don't let him drive, Angelo.
I've ridden with Rob.
Hey, does anyone remember the movie Twilight Zone? And the thing that connected all the little Twilight Zone episodes together was Albert Brooks and Dan Aykroyd in the car. You want to see something scary?
Bad Moon Rising. All right. Yeah.
Oh, Angelo, let's see. We were drive on the same side of the road as you, right?
No, not in Ireland. In Germany, okay. Yes, but not in Ireland.
God, I couldn't do that. I couldn't go back and forth like that. That would wreck.
Just get an automated car. Get one of those cars that drives.
From my calculations and my bladder, it should take us about 8 hours. No.
How many miles is it from LA?
I think it's like a 5.5 hour drive.
99 miles from
That's
LA.
Like San Francisco to LA.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jim wants to take you to where people have been murdered.
You know, well, you did.
If you're going to go to the Record Safari, why wouldn't you go by the La Bianca house?
Bring your passport and your citizenship papers, Angela, because you're getting closer to the border, and the other thing is, ICE may come and drag you and your son away.
Well, also, LA's on fire. It's
Angelo, you have 2 kidneys, right? Does Angelo have both of them?
Santa Ana winds have picked up right now.
That's true. It's fucked up. I'm scared.
But it feels weird.
You come in with 2, you leave with 1. What's the big deal?
Can you put up Amonsek's comment?
Who?
Amund Sek.
Huh?
It says, does anybody remember the Alamo? The question is, does anybody remember laughter?
Right.
That you wanted me to put up the comment to say that?
Yeah.
I hate it. That ruins the song for me. Every time I hear that live version, it just ruins it for me.
Does anyone
It
remember
doesn't
laughter?
ruin it for me, but it's like,
Does anybody remember laughter? Oh, fuck, I hate. And the other one with paint it black, stupid, or whatever she says
You
on
devil,
the live.
Paint it black, you devil.
I hate that.
Oh, I don't mind that at all.
Everyone forgets that Angelo was born in the USA, right?
No, he wasn't.
He has a U.S. passport.
Well,
his
yeah, but he
parents?
wasn't. I think he was. Angelo, weren't you born in Spain?
Maybe just because of his parents.
But that doesn't count anymore, apparently.
You know, I got to tell you something. Some guy posted something on one of the Facebook groups I'm in. He's a record store owner, and he wrote, "Sometimes I like to come up and tell you the state of record stores and blah, blah, blah." And he says he's noticing more people coming in with collections or something to sell. And they're mostly like the thrift store records. And he came to some weird conclusion. And I said, no, their parents are dying and those are the records they bought and they're stuck with them and they think they're worth money and they're bringing them to you. That seemed like more.
You know, I've heard people say, you know, people, record sales are flat and sales are flat and stuff. But I don't know about you, Harry, but the Whatnot auctions, when I do them, have been very good.
Mine are okay. I just have trouble getting in. I might have 15 people watching. You got to get more than that.
Yeah, you got to build. You got to, yeah.
We have 15 people watching now.
And then my last one, my OBS shut down right in the middle, and I lost my camera. That pissed me off.
What?
Original Buyers Club?
It's the operating broadcast system or whatever the hell they call it. If I'm using a standalone camera and looking on my computer, I have to run it through OBS.
Isn't that something that old people have that when they're
no? It's,
your irritable bowel syndrome is affecting your camera.
I thought that was the Original Buyers Club. OBS.
What is OBS? No, I don't.
Original Buyers Club.
That's OBC.
Is that still a thing?
So wait, what happened, Harry? You were doing a Whatnot and it shut
down?
I
was doing a Whatnot Saturday morning, and like 15 minutes into it, all of a sudden my camera, boom, it's gone, not working.
Well, that's gotta suck.
So what did you do?
The thing with Whatnot is you can't just pause the auction and do what you got to do and come back. If you shut it down, you can't restart it.
Well, that does suck. I gotta go get a banana. I'll be right back.
OBS is a streaming video software platform. Very good.
Why do you use that? I don't understand.
Why did he have to say he was going to get a banana? Why
don't you just use the Whatnot thing?
That is Whatnot. That's if you look at Whatnot and you want to use like some people have multiple cameras.
I have my iPad and my laptop.
Okay, but if you want, anyways, just look it up. Look up Whatnot OBS. It's too hard to explain.
Old people and technology go together. So what did you do, Harry? How long did your Whatnot go?
It went like 10, 15 minutes maybe, and that was it. And I had people that were putting in pre-bids on records, like 6 records had pre-bids on them. And so I'm just going to have to relist them all, which isn't hard to do. It's not hard to repopulate it for next auction. I'll just do that and run it again.
Just use one camera.
I have Halo of Flies on my Alice Cooper record.
I love that record. That's a good record.
I still remember going to a friend's house when that came out and going upstairs to play it and his mother yelling at him, "You guys better not be going up there and smoking that marijuana."
Wow.
And we weren't.
I remember I played, remember Steppenwolf, the Pusher Man?
Mm-hmm.
I was playing that in the living room on the console. And when it said, "God damn the Pusher Man," my dad came in. He's like, "What?" And I said, "Well, no, they're putting down the Pusher Man, Dad. It's anti-drugs."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That was now a dealer. That's a different story. A dealer will sell a nickel bag.
Was that the only
He's a
time
man
your
with
dad
love
had?
for ass in his hand or grass in his hand.
Was that the only
Yeah,
time
he's
your
a man
dad
with a
had
little
a
grass
drug
in his
talk
hand.
with you, Jim?
Pardon me?
Was that the only
Wrong.
time your dad had a drug talk with you?
The dealer for a nickel sell you sweet dreams.
Yeah, pretty much.
My favorite Steppenwolf record or song though is probably Monster.
Mine is Ear Splitting Loud and Boomer.
Ooh,
That's my fave.
Monster really talks about what's going on in this country today, and it was
Really?
written in the 60s.
Listen, Harry.
I'm gonna pull
Everything
that out again.
every song to you is what they're talking about today.
Well, everything old
I've
gets
lived
new
a
again,
long
right?
time. That's right.
People
Roy
don't
Jackson
change.
wrote it.
Harry, here's what I recommend. Get the soundtrack to an 80s sex horror film. Not every song on here could be about what's happening today. Let me look at this.
I think I have a soundtrack to a sex film. What is it?
Oh, Linda Lovelace. Harry, before you show the record, could you wipe it off, please?
Here's what I turned
what
off
is it?
in order to fucking play with you guys. This
Well,
is what's on the
that's
turntable.
close to a sexy cover, but it's not.
Well,
a
that's
sexy
good.
cover.
That's a great soundtrack. That is a good soundtrack.
Hey, listen, guys. I watch a lot of porn. It all has the same soundtrack.
That says a lot, Rob.
I know. Are you eating the chicken right now?
I'm eating the chicken. Here, this is what's on my table.
There you go. There's the
Now
one
let's
you
close
want
that
right
button.
there.
Okay. Hold on. Let me make
What's
you
that?
big because that won't make you big.
Deep Throat Part 2.
Now,
Not Part 1, but Part
listen.
2.
I have a question for you, Harry.
Part 2 sucks.
Did
One
part
is where it's
2
at.
answer all the questions left unanswered from part 1?
I thought she felt so demeaned in part 1. Why did she make part 2?
I'll tell you
She did
something.
it. She said, "Write me a check," kind of like Nina Simone.
Yeah.
You know, I tested that Ron Howard documentary about Deep Throat, the movie.
Yeah.
Did anyone
Yeah.
ever see that?
No.
Say what?
Because there's so many good stories about that film, especially that they claim that movie made an obscene amount of money.
I'm sure
Even
it did.
Richard Nixon saw it. He had to see it twice though before he got it down pat.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
old
no.
joke. Old joke.
Oh, I don't think I've ever heard that one.
Mm-mm.
My mother and her 2 friends went to see Deep Throat because it was in a legitimate theater, sort of. It wasn't in one of the porno theaters, and it got to be such a topic. It crossed over, and she said her friend Elaine was there, not Elaine from the obviously, and so there was some scene that happened. She wouldn't tell us what scene she's telling us, and her friend got so intense. She went like this, and her popcorn went all over her. Like I could just see your parents.
She had
Your
an
mother.
orgasm.
Well,
She had an orgasm.
The famous story in my family is my grandparents went to see the movie Alien because they thought it was about a guy from another country. But that movie there's like 3 movies that kind of filtered into mainstream porn movies.
Exorcist was porn.
Porn, like
Green Room, Behind the Green Door.
Beyond the Green Door.
Yeah.
And I think The Devil and Miss Jones.
The Devil and Miss Jones, yes. The
What
Mitchell
about
brothers were a big part of that revival.
No, what was the one with Marlon Brando?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Last Tango.
Last Tango in Paris.
Well, they claim in that one, but remember that Brown Bunny movie by that weirdo guy it was in the 90s or 80s or to 90s. Vincent Gallo. They claimed they were having sex in that movie too.
The one I remember, and I never saw it at the time, it was like when I was a kid, it was like the first art house thing that was sort of promoted as sexy Swedish movie. I'm Curious Yellow. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Never saw that shit.
That was in the art house.
3 in the Attic.
No, I don't know.
You don't remember 3 in the Attic?
No, I remember
3 women kidnapped a guy, and they
Bob
hold
and
him
Carol and
hostage.
Ted and Alice.
Oh yeah, Caligula. That was porn.
I saw a preview of that. I hated that movie.
That was porn.
It was so disgusting. It was like the first cut or something, and it was so disgusting. You know.
Do you remember the David Steinberg, the comedian, his take on Last Tango?
Yeah, I like him.
He said Bertolucci was the director, and he said you're good, Bertolucci, but not that good. When Brando asked the ingenue to pass the butter, I would have had a crown appear on her head. Remember the imperial margarine?
No, if you have to,
never mind. You have to be born
comedy.
As a boomer joke. I apologize for that.
I think you need to repeat the thing that you have an opening and you're going to hire a boomer.
Yeah. No, you have to remember imperial margin in order to understand. I do. Remember, being a crown appeared on
Yeah.
So when he asked the ingenue to pass the butter, a crown should have appeared right.
If you guys like to hang out after the stream ends, I'll leave it up where Jim will just talk about butter commercials.
When my friends and I saw Deep Throat,
it was a double. Butter.
We saw it. Maybe we saw it later. We saw it as a double bill with oh God, what's it called? The woman's name. It was called like Veronica, the Virgin Nymph, or something.
Emmanuel was not an X-rated film. It was just like a softcore R-rated.
But there was this movie called something, the Virgin Nymph. I forgot her name, but there's one close-up. We're in the theater, and there was one like vaginal close-up, like the whole screen, right? Someone in the back yells out, "Abalone!" and the whole theater just cracked up. I guess
you had to be there.
At what point did they yell out "gooey duck"?
You know,
you'd have to know what a gooey duck looks like.
Yeah, a gooey duck is a clam that you find in clam
big fucking log.
Yeah, I'm not familiar. Okay.
Well, you live in Seattle and you don't know what a gooey duck is?
I'll never be a Seattleite. I love it here.
Hold on. Anyone who knows seafood. Okay. I'm going to tell Mazzy something because I'm going to make Mazzy look like a fool right now, which is not hard to do.
It won't be hard to do.
Mazzy, where'd you grow up and live most of your life?
You know where? San Francisco.
Okay. What is one of the most famous things about San Francisco?
Crabs.
No, Chinatown, right?
Oh, Chinatown.
Probably the most famous Chinatown in the U.S.
Yes.
Okay. Typically when you go into a restaurant in Chinatown, what is at the front of the restaurant, Mazzy?
A tank.
Lots of tanks of different types of seafood they have live.
Yes.
Here, typically there is a tank with gooey ducks in it.
I never noticed.
Long neck.
I never noticed.
You know what?
You
failed the San Francisco challenge.
I did. All I saw, usually it's rice-a-roni floating in those tanks.
Imagine a clam with a big horse dick hanging out of it. That's a gooey duck.
Okay. I've seen those before. I didn't know the name.
You know the best here. This is
I learned so much from you guys.
Okay, the best thing about
that's an apt description, Harry. Sorry, that was an apt.
The best thing about Seinfeld is their pop culture references were all fake, but they sounded real.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas suppose you watch other types of shows and they make up stuff and it sounds fake. This Rochelle, it sounded like it would have been an art house movie.
So was this semi-porn? I never saw it.
I don't know that one, but
Los
it's a horror.
Vampiros.
It's a horror movie.
Lesbos, Los Vampiros.
It's a horror. Oh, is that Jane Fonda?
No. It's the lesbian vampires. It's a
horror movie. Never mind. Do you know why the Dodgers got the nickname the Dodgers?
Because they would run or get away from
dodging trolley cars.
You're exactly right. In Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Ding ding. Jim's a winner.
Thank you very much. I will have biscuits and toast.
Hey,
French
Chance,
lesbian vampire.
Hold on. Chance, on Thursday's night's live stream, it's titled Vinyl Butthole Pleasures. There's lots to talk about.
Is this record store day?
So, Chance, I guess you guys are going to be doing your Austin follow-up video or whatever follow-up night.
Why would they be doing the follow-up?
Didn't some of them go to the Austin record show?
Did any of you people watching right now, any one of you go to the Austin Record Show? Did anybody watching right now go to
New York?
The Vinyl Con in Baltimore was this past weekend.
Oh.
Also, what about they did another Sunset Strip thing?
Yeah.
No,
WFMU is in 2 weeks, the New York one.
No one went
Also,
to that.
the New York Audio Show was this past weekend.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it was.
When is the Capitol Audio Fest?
So you're doing 4-way anal touch
That's November.
Chance?
Huh?
Were
I think
you?
it's the
I don't think
12th.
you guys were around. Were you guys around? I think Harry might have been in the vinyl community when 4-way anal touch fight album went around, and people would sign it and send it to someone else. They'd have to review it.
I never got it. I watched.
It's not as bad as what you would think it is. It's these, what is it, Swedish or Danish, German or something, artists, kind of avant-garde, like a little electronic and kind of weird. But the concept and the cover title is the best part of it. The last time I sent it to Dave, Local Bandography, and I never heard from it again because I had it for a while. I think I forgot who sent it to me.
Concert Buddy's doing it. What, anal fissures?
He promises that every show, and they never get to it.
This show is becoming a pain in my ass.
Hold on,
Harry.
Okay, Rix knows someone who went there. I heard the scuttlebutt. I heard is it wasn't that good this year.
Where's Elliot?
I know we heard that the same thing the year we went, and I liked it.
I liked it, but I heard this year that's what I heard.
It's
everything good.
I think it just depends if an individual isn't finding or getting stuff that they want. That's what they say. But I think, in fact, the time we went, the first day they had the expanded room in the back open. It was larger.
A lot of those guys wear Depends because they're there all day.
There are bathrooms there. Harry sits around most of his day and thinks about old men soiling themselves.
Harry tells a different joke every time.
Why do you have a fry swatter first?
I tell the same joke over and over and over again. That's the difference.
Because it's John Prines, and it says there's flies in the kitchen. I can hear them buzzing. I bought it at one of the shows.
Hey, Concert Buddy, is spring in May? Is that the Austin show again? Is that the spring show?
I thought it's in April usually.
I think I'm going to go to Exponent.
That's the last weekend in May, so it could be. Who knows?
Why'd they move it to the end of May?
Is that the holiday weekend? No.
Memorial Day.
Yeah, I don't know.
Rick says that he had a friend there reported back the prices are high at Austin.
You know, when I went there were high prices and there were fair prices.
Like any record show.
How long ago was that, Maz? When did you go?
A year and a half ago, whenever it was, when I went with Rob and Kimbo
we all shared up.
We shared up, and
was that last year? About a year ago?
A year and a half. It was a spring show, so a year and a half ago. Yeah. I think every show has high records and cheap records, and
yep.
You know, I mean, I don't think
this weekend, if you're in LA and you want to meet me and Angelo Kelly and Jim. And I think Eddie Perez is here.
Do you sign for autograph? Do you charge for autographs, Rob?
I don't charge. I've never given an autograph, and I don't. If I did, I would never charge.
I never had to sign my thigh.
And typically, if someone comes up to me asking me to sign something, it's some sort of legal document.
It's usually an officer that says, "Here's your registration and your insurance card. Please sign here."
Now, my autograph, and I assume most people's, is not their real signature.
You know, Angelo, if you're still watching, you better be careful because you're taking Rob over state lines. That could be a legal issue. Have you heard of the Mann Act in America?
Actually, Rob is taking him over state if he's driving.
I'm thinking about doing a video through our travels that I tried to kidnap Angelo Kelly.
You should do a video of the two of you running on the beach.
No.
Or pissing in a beer bottle like a Dumb and Dumber.
No.
I never understood why John Prine wrote a song that starts out with "I am an old woman."
Because he
Angel,
was
come on.
writing the song from the perspective of an old woman.
Oh, that could be. That could be it.
Hey, I showed this on Rachel, but I'm going to show it here. I picked up this Jellyfish live at Bogart's record that was put out by my friend Brad Omnivore. In 2012, they signed some sort of deal where they got a ton of content from Jellyfish, and they put out like 5 or 6 records, even though Jellyfish only did 2 albums. And this is a live recording they did at Bogart's in Long Beach in the early
How's the recording?
90s. It's good. I have the CD of it. But look, you can't see it. Let's see if there's etchings in the vinyl here. Let's see if
Omnivore put that?
Yeah. Do you see the etchings in the vinyl?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Was that like
the 2 official albums they released though they didn't get good reviews at all.
No, they did. They did. The reissues, no,
they're good. The ones that Universal put out a couple years ago are terrible.
Yeah, but the ones Omnivore did sound excellent.
Yeah. When did they do them? I didn't even know they did.
2012 or so.
No, the Omnivores were in 2012. The Universal reissued their 2 albums like less
2022,
than 2 years.
2023.
Yeah, and they were not good.
Yeah, I got rid of them. I have one of the Omnivores. No, I don't have them both.
It's translucent, yes.
It's really fucked up that Universal fucked those records up because they're so good. You know what I got?
I just listened to the CDs.
Well, they were made for CD, so the CDs sound fine.
I had never.
No, the Omnivore ones are hard to find.
This came out for Record Store Day last time, but I didn't get it, and a friend of mine here gave it to me. Rob probably knows this. I'd never heard of the Grays.
The guitar player from the original version of Jellyfish
is on here.
Is Jason Faulkner.
Right, he's on this, and John Bryan is on this. This is from 1994 or 5. It's really good. It's power pop. Excuse me. Power pop and very Beatlesque. I'm sorry, I gotta get some water.
Yeah. Massey's crying about this album.
Not to change the subject, but Massey's new deck looks really cool.
Did it support you?
I haven't been on it yet, but what I've seen in the photos, it looks pretty cool.
Uh-oh. Now he's going to show it.
Yeah, I like the metal railings.
Yes.
It was a little iffy going out on the old one.
What Massey doesn't know is we replaced his normal microphone with
That's because you're stoned all the time, Harry.
We've organized a search party.
We've already dealt with this, Rix. Apparently you're not allowed to have an opinion that's different than Michael Frommer's.
Did he give her a hard time?
Yes.
But that Grays album is really good. You know, John Bryan ended up like producing Fiona Apple and working with Madonna and stuff. It's really good. It's some of the harmonies, and I told Joey, some of the harmonies remind me of Dada. Dada's more rockin' in a way. These guys are more Beatlesque, more so.
Well,
pop.
if you get Jason Faulkner has a bunch of solo albums. He had another. I forget the other band he was in. But he's like a guitarist for hire now. Tours with people.
I don't know who Jack Deschonette is.
Jack DeJournette.
He's a jazz drummer. He was 83 years old.
That's
one of the
why I don't know
last great of the older school.
He's so
jazz
fucking good.
Yeah,
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That guy made me like go, yeah, I'm not going to play drums.
He has a good rock sound too. He can do kind of a rock.
Do anything.
Well,
but he killed on he was one of the best jazz drummers out there. He could.
Bremer appointed himself the know-it-all. Everyone agrees he's the know-it-all.
You know,
But when
Fremer. Okay.
hold on, let me finish. When he starts attacking one of our own, we have to band together to defeat him. Thank you.
Fremer has a lot of knowledge and experience, and
also Fremer is down there in Fremer land, and the polyvinyl chloride fumes get to him.
But him and Chad are two of the people that really held on to the vinyl thing when no one gave a shit about vinyl.
Hey, let's all, if you're a supporter of Melinda, I don't even want to make this joke.
Okay.
I am Melinda. Can you type that in?
Yeah.
Listen, I think we all can agree that we rather listen to Melinda talk about a record than Fremer.
I don't even know what I've heard the story, but someone said, and it's in the comments here, that he was really not arguing with Melinda, but people in the chat. So I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, I didn't watch Fremer. What was his take? Give me the quick.
I think one liked the record, the Mo-Fi, and one didn't. Fremer liked it.
So did he just not like the record, or did he not like her review of it?
Well, he disagreed with the review, so he, of course, but he does that. He did that, you know. I won't. Never mind. I better not get into it.
Hey, so here's the deal.
You should be honored that Fremer's even looking at your fucking site. Fremer.
Well, okay, so I don't think Fremer has the influence he once had.
Oh, stop it!
Well, he does. Nobody cares about him.
No, because here's the reason, and this is usually. Here's the reason, because I have experience with this, Harry. I have experience with weekly having to deal with irate old people. And that's what Fremer is. And no one wants to hear that.
And that's why I love him, because I feel that kinship. But there's some great Fremer stories, man. There's some good ones.
Plus, he talks about shit that nobody can afford half the time.
No. There's a good one about him on Facebook and the Secret Service coming to talk to him about something that he said about Trump's children on Facebook. He had to have a talk with Secret Service about that.
There's a new. I have the latest Fremer article. Does anyone want to talk about this? This is the latest Fremer article.
Old man yells at cloud. No, yeah.
Is that Jim?
It's Fremer.
Oh, it's Fremer. Okay.
Hey, hold on, Angelo. Angelo, this week you'll meet a lot of people who don't know who you are.
Fremer is Rob in 20 years. Or Rob is Fremer in 20 years.
Everywhere you go, there's going to be a crowd, but they're all there to see Rob.
This might be the one time where Angelo Kelly's in my shadow.
Hey, Angelo, I
literally and figuratively.
I suspect Angelo is renting a car. Is that true? Make sure.
Listen, Columbo, you're right.
Make sure, Angelo, you stop at a convenience store and get one of those Christmas tree things to hang if you're going to have Rob in your car for 6 hours.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Did Mazzy just make some sort of comment that I smell bad?
Yeah.
I pride myself on my cleanliness, although I wear the same clothes all the time.
Well, I can.
So here's a question for Angelo: are you bringing the master tapes with you? Is that what you're? I mean, I don't know really what's involved in that.
Probably was it a digital recording?
No, it's all analog.
Hey, here's my impression of what the car ride's going to be with Angelo. We pull out we just get a hair outside Los Angeles, and all of a sudden I start hearing 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
Well, now here's the question, Harry. So should we judge this record on country of origin? Is it an Irish recording, a German recording, or since it's being cut in America, is this from a dub tape? Is this for a copy tape, a copy of the master? What the fuck are you putting out here, Angelo?
That's what I'm wondering. Is he actually?
If we buy it, what are we going to get?
I heard Angelo's writer for riding with me in the car is I have to bring a bag full of potatoes.
And right next to the CB and the dead wax,
and Guinness.
Can Rob sign his signature in the dead wax as well, just like Ingroove did on the Doors album?
I said to Angelo, LA is such a great food city. You can get any cuisine you want. And all he said is, I just want bread, sourdough bread, and potatoes and cabbage. And
Sourdough bread is 500 miles north, Angelo.
get the San Francisco nonsense.
You have to go to San Francisco to get the real, true sourdough bread. I mean, you can get, yes, you do. You can get copies, you can get okay stuff, but
you can buy the starter, like €100 starter online.
The start, yeah,
from San Francisco.
Yeah. Now there is I'm going to switch to a band that no one here cares about except for me, but the Super Furry Animals. I don't know what the deal is. Every time they put out an album, it's in the UK, and you can hardly get it, and then it seems like it'll be available at a month or two later. So apparently now, the Lovecraft by Super Furry is available end of November in America. So I don't know what the deal is on that. Why it's not sold internationally at the same time.
Did you send Angelo a link?
Does he want one?
I don't know. I'm just saying, if he's here and he's
okay,
up,
I'll send him one.
Maybe, I mixed for the last 2 weeks from the 24-track tape down to a 2-track tape, and those mixtapes. So okay,
I'll send him one. If he wants it,
I don't know if he does, but
let's get him up here.
It's up to him.
Here's what you should do. Okay, you and Angelo should stream from the car, from the road. When are you leaving?
It's none of your business, Mazzy.
Well, are you gonna have a show Thursday?
Yeah, it's just this weekend.
Okay.
Look, you have good old-fashioned American Wi-Fi.
The reason they're going to Phoenix is to see if Mike will distribute the album in the US.
There's another reason we're going to Phoenix.
Okay.
Another reason in a million years no one will guess.
No, but there are records from European artists that come out here and distribute it, because I think Super Furry had stuff through Universal or UMG or one of the Sounds of Vinyl, whatever, in the past. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't have a 5.1 set up anymore.
Can you let us know?
Gonna go see the Cardinals play, right? That's it.
Okay, let me send the link. Now I have to go through a whole rigmarole here.
Oh, geez, old man trying to figure out.
Yeah, well, listen, you're the grumpiest
Stop
person.
whining, old man. Get off my cloud. I have to do this now.
I'm totally off clam chowder. I'm all about corn chowder now.
Really?
Yeah.
I made last night potato leek soup that kicked ass.
I made chili verde yesterday. It was really good.
Ooh, with those whatchamacallits?
Okay. Just
with everything. It was spicy.
Just
Did you use those little green things though?
Mm-hmm. Poblanos or whatever they call them.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Big announcement in the world of design.
I think Dana hit it right on the nose.
What?
Angelo has a love child in Phoenix.
The 2026.
Rob is Angelo's love child.
The 2026 color of the year.
I'm older than Angelo Kelly, I think.
Rob, I'm talking here.
Okay.
The year's not over, Mazzy.
The 2026 color of the year has just been announced.
Next year.
It is Silhouette AF 655. And you can get it from Benjamin Moore. And
is it going to be in the new crayons?
I don't know, but it's
wow.
It looks like a taupey brownie gray.
Yeah, the other color is semen and red from the vinyl that I
and my degree of interest can be measured best. The best unit of measure would be a micro give a shit. That's how you would measure my interest in the color of the year. Because I'm taking everything down to paint again.
You know, every time you paint your room, the room gets a little smaller.
It's true that.
You feel the walls closing in.
When I moved in here, I made a mistake, okay? And I'm having to live with it or take everything down and start over. And
What was the mistake?
A little too blue. A little too much blue. It looked good at the time.
Is it Dodger blue?
There you go. Dodgers 18-inning blue.
Yeah,
good
that
for
was
them.
a game.
I hate the Dodgers, but good for them. You know, they lucked out last night.
Okay, so you're trying to pretend like you're a bigger man. I don't buy it, Mazzy.
Hey, December 15th, 2028, Russell.
That's my son's birthday.
I don't know specifically what our ETA is. Okay. Here's someone hiding in the U.S. illegally.
I think I'm just around the corner. I could walk to you.
You're literally a hop, skip, and jump.
I could walk to you.
Wow.
Are you staying at Shutters on the beach?
What is that? No, I'm here. And
no, Shutters on the Beach is a very nice hotel in Santa Monica, right on the water there.
No, he's not. He's actually staying in a hotel that's not that old.
It's around the corner from the Santa Monica Pier.
Yeah.
Which is
is it not? It's not the Lowe's, is it?
No, it's Hilton apartment suite. I don't know, some
okay
fucking thing. I don't know. But
okay, well, I just wanted to see because I want to send you some flowers to your room.
Oh, jeez, don't do that. But I guess I just doxed myself. So if anybody...
And a hooker, and flowers and a hooker.
No,
so
technically,
in my backpack yesterday, I took the 4 tapes with me. And
are they half-inch tapes?
Yeah, because they're mixed. These are not the master tapes; these are mixed tapes. You can go from the multi-track. You can go to a half-inch, or you can go to a quarter-inch. Many do the quarter-inch.
So you're not doing a one-step in a box.
What? No. Anyway, and from these, you could master all the different songs in the right order onto a quarter-inch, and that's usually how people do it. And then you have the master tape. So that's the EQing, that's the leveling, that's the breaks, maybe some fades and things like that. That's what the masterer does, and the cutting is the last step. But what we're going to try to do, and it's no guarantee that it's going to work out. We might abandon that, but what we're going to try to do is cut the 4 different tapes, slice them up in the right order, with the right distance in between them, also with a few fades planned in that will be done live. And Chris Bellman would make all his notes, and with these mastering consoles they have 2 times identical, the whole EQing, compressing, anything they can do, they have it twice, and they can just switch over. So while one is running, they're working on the next one according to their notes. The notes are based on checking each song, figuring out what they want to do, making notes on the level as well, because some songs will be not as loud as others, depending on arrangement, on the signals, whatever. And then basically,
whatever.
Say it again?
I said whatever.
Yeah. And then basically the idea this time is going to be if we can avoid one tape. So the multi-track was the 24-inch the 24-track 2-inch tape that we used just recording the songs, and it was every song was always one take all together. We didn't do any overdubs, we didn't do any bounces, nothing, right? Mixing was then down to this, and we're going to try to cut them in the order with the exact lengths that we want as well, and then he's going to try to master while cutting the lacquer. And if that happens, if that works out, then it's 2 tapes and not 3 tapes. Which
how long is the album? How long is the whole album?
So the whole album would be right now it's looking like 39 minutes, which would be on the first side 19 minutes, on the second side 20 minutes, which is for a pop rock album not the longest, but it's still in the length that will sound good, because I really want it to sound good, you know. And so if we go to 22, 24 minutes, that's when you start losing a lot of,
right. But no double 45 shit.
Well, I'm not saying anything, but I'm here 2 days mastering for a reason. So, Mazzy, get on board, Mazzy. And I'm going to make a huge fucking box, this huge box you can live in.
Well, if that happens, I expect a promo.
Here's a good
question. 33, I'll buy it.
Here's a good question. None of the masterminds bothered to ask you, Angelo. Now, when you reached out to Bellman, was like he your only choice, or did you reach out to a bunch of different people? And then, what is the pre-relationship before you show up to master? What do they request from you? And does he even review the album before the date that you're mastering?
Well, I was one of my main things was timing. When could I get it done? And I have deadlines to meet, you know, because I need the album for myself to come out before my tour starts, and that's 20th of February. So I need the album to come out late January, early February latest, so that I can spend a number of weeks promoting. And then once I'm on tour, I don't have that much time anymore. So that's the one thing. The vinyl being the most important means I need test pressing. You have to plan more time for that. And so therefore, I knew when I finished the mixing, which was basically on Sunday, the last day, I knew that I would have to master right away the week after. So I spoke to a few different, I think for me, there's only 4 or 5 main names that interest me. Last time when I did Grace, which was all analog, I had that mastered in Berlin, the same mastering studio that does all the original source series for Deutsche Grammophon. They do a lot of very good things. They did Speaker's Corner many, many years. And Sydney Meyer, she also worked for a while with Kevin Gray. So she's pretty good for the Europe standard. But with this album, I went the extra mile on so many levels and really spent a lot of money on it. You know, a lot of my own just money. I didn't have any big major company invest much because I wanted to just be all independent on it. That I felt I wanted to give it a try to master it with one of the top people. So I considered Bernie Gruntman, Kevin Gray, Chris Bellman, and Ryan K. Smith. Those were the 4 I was, you know, thinking maybe I could get one of them to do it. And Kevin Gray and Bernie Gruntman, they don't take new clients. They're just completely overbooked. And I think they're also at an age, or especially Bernie Gruntman, where they maybe shouldn't be mastering as much anymore or whatever, you know, and do too much maybe. And I have a whole number of albums of Chris Bellman at home, especially his rock stuff are fantastic.
Neil Young
I have
stuff's great. Yeah.
Say it again?
His Neil Young stuff. He does all the Neil Young records.
Sure. Yeah. But he also does a lot of records that, you know, don't get talked about in the VC very much, whether it's Foo Fighters or, you know, Noel Gallagher, people like that, all kinds of stuff. And so he has a lot of experience in between pop rock and also audiophile. And that's pretty interesting for me, I would say. And yeah, there was an opening right in this week. And so a few months back, I was able to book that. And the communication back and forth was basically technical, a lot of stuff. You know, what am I bringing exactly, so that they can plan that ahead of time? What do I want exactly? And then I also let him decide. Like, he suggested trying to cut straight from these tapes. And then I was like, well, wait a minute. What does that mean? Do we have to cut them all apart? Like, I spent months and months and months working on this album. And if this gets lost, I have the original multi-tracks. Okay, but mixing cost me at least 20, 30 grand, if not 40 grand, you know? So it's like, and the time, I mean, I would have to postpone the album another, I don't know, half a year to mix it all again. If these are gone, that's it. My album's coming after my fucking tour, you know? So it's quite crazy, actually, you know, doing this. But, I mean, I could always bring it out digitally, but for me, vinyl is the main focus. So that has to come out first. And yeah, so basically he said, don't worry, I do it all the time. We'll cut it up, put it in the right order. And there's one song, which is the second song, that goes about 5 minutes in the original recording, because there's like a fade out, like the kind of thing people don't do anymore these days, fading out a song, And so we're going to have to cut it in the moment when the fade out is over. That means the rest of the song is gone. It's going to be there, the tape. You could stick it back together, but you probably would hear a little bit of a tick. Like, it's risky putting tape together. You might, if it's the wrong spot, you might hear it, So just cutting that, it's going to hurt. But yeah, we're going to.
But you're doing it. He's at Bernie Grumman Mastering, right?
Correct. So Bernie Grumman Mastering Studio has 2 studios that are identical. So basically the same console, the whole, all the outboard gear, the cutting lathe. They have one for solid state and one for with tube, which they only use for like jazz and classic. Doesn't really make sense, at least in that stage. Doesn't make sense for rock pop albums, and so it's 2 studios are identical from monitoring everything, and I'm going in his, and it's 2 days because we're doing the 33, and then we're doing the ultra 1 song per vinyl on one-sided vinyl at 78 RPM extra for Mazzy with this huge.
The thing is, I cannot preview or review it because I haven't experienced the culture of someone living in both Ireland and Germany. So the culture is beyond my means and my experience to.
I think so too, but it's good that you're finally realizing that, Mazzy.
Did you consider doing like a double album, but making one side etched to stretch out the get better sound quality?
Do 3 sides.
So basically, I shouldn't be revealing this, but what is definitely coming out.
No one watches this. Don't worry about it.
Exactly. Oh. I'm revealing already way too much, but fuck it. And not that anybody interested here, but like my, whatever followers and shit like that in the mainstream pop world. Basically, I'm doing a 33 RPM. That's what I definitely need to come back with. And the lacquers need to be sent over. And then I'm also going to try a 2 times 45. Whether it really gets released is next step. But I want to know the sound difference. I want to experience that from the production to the end result. And if I can, I want to make it available, So yeah, that's that. Now, I mean, putting in the normal album just on 2 times 2 vinyl LPs at 33 RPM, I've seen that done, but I don't really agree. I think if you want to put a 33 on, you want a good length. You don't want to be, switching over all the time. And if you're going for more sonics, then you maybe want to have, 2 LP, 45 RPM, which then every 10, 12 minutes you're going and you're switching. But you have almost double the space. And I think especially on the lower end bass and some of the sonics, I think be interesting to see the exact difference. Yeah.
Where are you having it pressed?
So it's going to be pressed at Optimal in Germany. So those are the same guys who do the Blue Note Classic series, which is a good standard. I'm happy with them. I get test pressings. I'm able to check everything. And I've also made sure that they put a few more quality control. Like I asked them exactly what did they do for the Classic series. And there's a few steps they built in. And I said, I want exact the same ones. But it's not, of course, it's not, your highest end, what is it, RTI, and what are the other ones called again?
I think Fidelity is the best new place here in Oxnard, California. They
QRP.
QRP, yeah.
I tell you, they're doing the MoFis and they're doing the Rhino Reserves. Fidelity is rocking it right now.
It's not so much the price difference that is important in this sense. It's more like if I'm going to sell 99% of my copies in Germany and around Central Europe. So it's, wherever you have them pressed is for the distribution makes that much more sense, So getting them all over from the US, timing wise,
What-
and also extra cost. That's a
Would
big.
you be able to have some press like at QRP for distribution in the US?
Doesn't make sense. I mean, that really only starts at least 500 or 1,000 copies. I mean, everything else is ridiculous. Doesn't make sense at all. And I don't expect anything like that yet. What I'm trying to do is, Rob and I were going to make a trip up to Phoenix, meet up with Mike, see if he's interested in getting some copies from me, and that he might put them online, make them available, because I think his shop is kind of an address that everybody knows. So maybe that could be a solution just to start things up and see how that works, and then take it from there. And if he doesn't really feel like he can do it or whatever, I don't know, then I can always consider someone else. Have Rob do a YouTube auction just on my record and on a Monday morning and sell 3 copies. I think that's a good idea.
Yes. Well,
Starting at $1.
Well, is your label, main label's going to distribute it? Yes.
They'll distribute it in Europe. Now, they won't distribute it automatically in the US. I will have to tell them, if I'm going to do it with someone else, that they can pick up the option. But I don't expect that. I don't expect them to do that here because I'm not touring here. I don't have any TV or anything lined up. So why would they go through the hassle, really? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Would there be like a limited edition version?
No, it would be. You mean in general or for the US?
In general, are you going to do like a regular pressing and a limited pressing?
Well,
or would that be the 45 RPM if you do it?
There's gonna be stuff. Yeah, I can't reveal too much, but I can't reveal too much on one hand because it's called marketing. It's called unveiling the story bit by bit.
I recommend the picture disc.
For sure.
Maybe you should do like Alice Cooper, put like a pair of underwear in one.
How do you feel about blood and semen colored vinyl, Angelo?
Rob can supply it.
At this point, Angelo was questioning, why did I come up here?
Always.
Hey, listen, you're in Hollywood now. This is how we talk here.
Yeah, so that's that. And once I'm done with the mastering on
Thursday, to back up a bit, Angelo, are they going to have the polyvinyl sleeves?
Always. Always.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't cost that much more.
I mean, the difference.
So how much more does it cost to do a poly as opposed to a regular sleeve?
25 cents.
Not even. I mean, it's like, it depends
20 to 25 cents.
It depends on the number of how many records you have in there, and how many copies you're printing. Like the 35 RPM version I'm bringing out, between printing 1,000 and printing 4,000, which I'm doing for the first run, is like literally, I don't know, something like, let's say $10 a piece and down to $6, $7 a piece. Mm-hmm. So with every 1,000, it brings down the average cost drastically. And in my case, it's not gatefold, but the colored vinyl that I have is pretty kind of complicated one. That one alone costs like $4 or $5. And then there's going to be an 8-page full-size booklet inside, which I find is very interesting for the lyrics and all the pictures and making up stuff and everything. But so the polyline sleeves, it could be a difference between just a normal sleeve being 15 cents and the polyline being 30 cents. I mean, we're not talking about a whole $1 or anything like that.
I mean, but you're a small company thinking about things like, this is a 2 LP set. It's not gatefold. So the 2 LPs then come in printed inner sleeves.
Yeah.
So they're going to go, their thought is, we're already doing an inner sleeve that's printed with information. We're not going to pay extra for a polyline sleeve.
But that's the thing. Like an inner sleeve printed, they think that's great for the fan. They think they're getting more than just a silly whatever it is. But if they would just put a 2-page booklet separately in there with all the lyrics, and then they gave you polylined, we'd be much happier with that. Yeah. And they would have less returns, less broken records, all that stuff.
Now, I didn't learn this from my friend, but I remember watching a video where they were talking about the booklet, and then they add a labor cost to putting the booklet inside the record.
Sure. They add everything. Also a hype sticker, which I'm going to have on this one for the first time, because I say, Chris Bellman is worth mentioning in that sense.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to say thanks for the ride, Rob, on the hype sticker?
For sure. But that's going to be a one-time exclusive.
I thought it's in German. It's going to say dumb cough, Rob.
Is it going to say Rob Mitschlag?
Okay, I guess. Nice try. Anyway.
Nice try, right.
Yeah.
It kind of rhymed, I thought. Maybe.
The packing is always extra. The packing, the sealing, all that stuff gets listed. And even like, for instance, I had the exact cost sent to me a few times after adjusting a few bits and pieces. And every time they had at the very beginning, processing to DMM, processing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, guys, I'm sending you the lacquers. You're not getting a digital file and then doing it all there. But they're just so used to that happening all the time. It's rare that they actually get lacquers and then straight work with those, So they add a few €100 or more, whatever, in the beginning. And so everything gets listed, basically. You just have to then dissect and really go through what you need and add. Yeah.
Is your record going to be shipped free with every new Volkswagen purchase?
Oh, God.
Like Apple did with U2.
Hey, Angelo, instead of driving to Phoenix, let's go to Seattle, and we can take care of two things at once.
Well, you could stay here for free. Rob can stay down in the shithole downstairs, and Angelo gets the guest room.
Why am I getting the Angelo's German treatment from Mazzy today? Is he jealous that I'm not visiting him first? Is that what's going on here?
Hold on.
What the fuck?
I know this very well, Angelo. It's deep-seated anger to one particular German person.
Okay.
I've been to both Ireland and Germany, so
it comes out of them.
Anyway, so yeah,
I'm telling you, it's too bad you didn't come up here. I could have got you $100 easy to do a house concert.
Yeah,
it would have been worth the trip.
I'll get back to you on that one. Yep. But I hope I'll have them. I hope to get a couple hundred of them 2 to 4 weeks before. I'm not sure if that's going to work out, but I hope to get some early January so that I can send a whole number of packages to friends and people, and maybe a few to you guys too.
Now
not friends and you guys too.
Friends, people, you guys.
Not to be like Mazzy and Harry when people like Kimbo comment and Mazzy tries to do like his social calendar live on a stream. But when are you going to be free today, Angelo?
Say it again. When
are you free today?
Okay, so basically a few more phone calls while there's a few people still awake in Europe.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the day I'm good. I thought I was going to still be working on the exact order of the songs until like last minute, but I've been done with that for a few days, and I've heard it like all in one run through. I don't know, 5 or 10 times at least since then, and I'm happy with the exact running order. So yeah, I think I'm set for tomorrow for mastering. So the rest of the day, we can meet up somewhere, we can have some food. But my son Gabriel, he's 24, he's with me as well. We're both huge basketball fans, NBA fans. I know it doesn't make sense, but whatever. And and we're going also, while we're here, we're going to go to 3 games. While we're in Phoenix, we're going to see the Phoenix Suns against the Spurs. Huge Spurs fan with Victor Wembanyama. Mm-hmm. And then we're going, when we come back on the 4th, we're going to the Clippers Thunder game. As huge Lakers fans back then with Kobe, many years, watched Kobe every night, in the middle of the night. The last day here on the 5th is going to be a Lakers against Spurs game. And also seeing his statues and making a few pictures there. And, it was 2020.
No Golden State games.
It's too far away.
Yeah.
I mean,
Come on, Harry. You know geography.
Yeah, but you want to see Steph play in person once.
Definitely. I looked if there was anything here close by, but it's just timing wise not working out.
I mean,
yeah,
there are D League teams that play around LA, but that and then technically, Angelo, college basketball, the games start a week from next Monday.
Right.
That's when all the and here in LA, we could go to like 10 different college teams play. So
three games is I mean,
oh shit.
More.
Angelo, what can you tell us about your band?
So it's the same musicians I've been working with for a long fucking time. I mean, three of the guys are German, which are top-notch musicians who've worked with everybody and also with a lot of international people. My bass player, Klaus Fischer, he's toured with Shaka Khan. He tours these days very often. When Bill Evans, the saxophone player, you know that guy?
Yeah.
When he comes over, he tours with him all of Europe. Klaus is one of the 3-4 best bass players in Germany for funk, jazz, rock, anything. It's just incredible. But longtime friend of mine, and Florian, a great drummer. Matthias is he does different instruments, but he also mixes with me. He's a very good engineer as well. And so those three guys have been working for like 25, 30 years. And they're like, brothers for me. And then the other three guys are fiddler, Tom Callister, and Callum Stewart. He's the pipe player and also the Irish flutes. And then there's Adam Rhodes, who plays the Irish bouzouki and also does backing vocals a lot. Those three guys have been working for about 11 years now. So those six for the last, 30 and then 11 years have been my band. I don't, swap people in and out. If I find the right people, then we work for many, many years and we're musicians together, but we're also close friends, and that's all part of it. It comes into the music, you hear it. And the great thing here in this case is that I spent a lot of time on the songwriting, but when I came in studio, we would work one day, one song, and I would present them the song often on the same day, or I might send them a little recording, just me with the guitar a few days before. But we didn't rehearse a lot or anything. We went in there, we worked together on it. I had certain ideas on the arrangement, lines that I wanted people to play or some of the instruments to play. And then, that song I released ahead of time, Are You Alive? That they heard it the first time a few hours before, and then we worked on it. And then we did 1 or 2 or 3 takes, and that was the second take. And that's it. There's no editing, there's nothing. And that's only possible when you've been working with certain people for so many years. It's like, it's all like in real time. Everybody knows each other, knows the spaces, knows how it sounds well. They know the range of my voice, all these different things. And it's like, for me, producing is more about having that happen more than telling everybody exactly what to do. It's more creating a situation that will bring good results, hopefully.
Are there plans for a live DVD possibly of the tour?
I want to, but the whole DVD market is fucked. It's like over, and it costs more these days than it used to. But camera people are extremely expensive, but there's no market for it, and all the streaming services for live music video is also not fully there. You have Amazon, you have Netflix, you have all that for films and bunch of TV shows. But for music content as like concerts, it's not really there yet. So DVDs and Blu-ray dying off takes that kind of away. So you only do it these days for promotion. You do like a live show, you spend 30, 40, 50, 100 grand, whatever it is, to record it all, to edit it all, do all that stuff. And then you don't actually have a way of selling it much. So you put it online, a few clips or a few songs, to get your next tour sold, to get promoters to book you, to do that. But it's not really anything that actually brings in revenue itself anymore like it used to for many years. So I want to do it, but haven't fully decided where. And I would love to do it analog. That would be the next step for me. Second studio album now, all analog. Can I now maybe go into doing a live record, all analog? Technically, that's more of a challenge. There aren't really services, there aren't really companies in Germany that much who know how to do that. So that's going to be tough to see if I can do that maybe as well. Yeah.
Is there going to be openers on your tour?
No.
Anybody? No.
No, I hate that.
Oh, Harry would like to come out and warm down the crowd.
Yeah, I could do some acoustic stuff, you know.
Harry would want the Von
Some
Trapp
covers.
played
Would it
over.
be
But I
okay
would
if
need
we,
first class round trip tickets to get there,
Obviously.
and then I'd need.
But
a
only,
first class hotel.
Harry, only if you do Hiroshima, I'm Sorry, and PP.
now if
Only
Harry
those two songs.
now Angela, if Harry does open up, will we be able to arm the audience with tomatoes?
Yes.
I could do an opening act as do a whack-a-mole before each show.
Exactly.
I could do.
We
I
have
could
these
do my
fly cases.
Sinatra.
We have all of Adam. I was calling you Adam, Mazzy. I'm calling you Adam now. That's great. So we'll have your full room, that dungeon that you have with all your records. we'll have that in fly cases, like 3 big fly cases that open up and become this whole room, including a whole Beatles wall that we never get to see. You never show us anything there. What the fuck is up with that? When are you going to start showing us what's in there?
I'm going to pivot the camera for the next one. You're gonna
Hey,
see it.
I'll make this offer here and
And
once.
the jazz wall you never see.
Angelo,
That's
I'll make
true.
this.
Jazz wall either.
Jazz is next to the Beatles.
I'll make this.
You're busy with the hip hop wall right now, so we get it.
Exactly.
Angelo, I'll make this offer here and once. It can only be one show, but I will open up. You pick the show on your tour, and I'll saw Mazzy in half.
Whoa.
I won't put them back together.
You'll hack them. I could do my Sinatra with a hairball.
A whack-a-mazzy.
Clearing. I could do Sinatra clearing a hairball.
I'm a good pitch man, Angelo. I can make a shitty record just sound good by the way I describe it.
That's true.
Not that yours is a shitty record, but
when I send you my record ahead of time, just don't leave it sealed and just try to sell it right away. Open it up.
No, it won't go on for at least 10 days onto my whatnot.
Open it up because I'm going to put an envelope with some dough in it for you. You know?
Yeah, Play-Doh.
Oh God.
Okay, you got to say that again because everything
I'll
froze.
saw Harry in half too.
Hey, Angelo, I forgot. I don't want to dox you. About where do you live in Ireland? What part of Ireland?
Well, I used to live. County Clare.
I dated her when I was
a song about it.
So County Clare is basically you have Dublin, you have Galway up here, and then the cliffs of Moher are like right next to it, and a bit down below that. That's County Clare, but pretty much somewhere there.
I stayed in for 5 days in Dublin, and then we were out for a wedding in Glendalough.
Okay.
So that was my only time there. But
you have to, if you ever go to Europe, you can make a stop in
Can you bring me half a glass of Guinness?
I don't.
Sure.
I'm
you're
already
an
The
idiot.
closest
Sam.
I
You
got
can
to
get
Ireland
Guinness
was
here.
shepherd pie.
They have great food in Ireland. I think the food in Scotland, Ireland, England is fantastic.
Not really.
But you lost your taste buds like about 5 years.
Yeah, I haven't been able to taste
Angelo, I
anything
have
since
a
they made marijuana
request for
legal.
a cover song. Do you do any covers? Because I'd love to hear you guys do Mull of Kintyre.
That's a Scottish song.
No, there's no covers on this album.
No, not on the album, on tour.
I don't think there'll be many. I think when I did mixtape, that kind of concept.
Yeah, that's all.
That was the
covers,
whole idea about it. But on my own tours, I will have the new songs. I'll have songs from the last 20 years of albums I did in the past. A few albums with my family where I had my own songs in it as well, and then a few like 90s songs that I might try to pimp up and give them a kind of a more. Yeah, a version that makes sense with my age, but I won't overdo it either. I'm not going to play every fucking hit that the people want to hear. It's either it works for me or I just don't play it.
Have you ever been to Enya's castle?
No, but I walked by it. I saw it from outside, and supposedly she has like 1 million cats, and she never goes on tour, and she never goes out, and it's like this the whole cliche. I mean, anything you would think that
She's a
she would
cat lady.
do, she is, you know.
So
What about that? What about that dude? Remember that Glenn? What's his face?
Glenn Hansard.
Yeah, he's always on the street basking, right? You still do that?
What about Glengarry Glen Ross?
No.
No, I mean Glenn Hansard. He did that for that film once. You know.
Yeah.
It was also called Once. Anyway,
I love his story about meeting Van Morrison.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
if
no.
you haven't seen it, go to YouTube and look up Glenn Hansard and Van Morrison. It's a great
Totally.
story.
I don't like Glenn Hansard, I must say. I think he's a
Really?
bit of a fraud. I think he's very talented, but he's just, in a way, he's always like, every song is so fucking depressive. He and Damien Rice, there's a whole like a newer generation of the last 20 years in Ireland. Very talented, but like a Damien Rice album, like after like an hour of his music, you feel like you want to kill yourself. It's just so depressive.
He has that one really good song, Deep Water.
Blower's Daughter, or which one do you
Deep
mean?
Water, isn't it called Deep Water?
I don't know. There's a few.
There's
a
song. There's a movie. If you've never seen this movie, it's called My Name is David. That it's actually directed by the guy who did Bridesmaids, but it's a serious movie. It is a freaking awesome ass movie. And no one saw it. And I said to him at a test screening once, that movie's awesome. He goes, it is? I go, yeah, it is. He's so happy if you say that to him. But the Damon Rice song plays over the end credits. It's like Deep Water, I think is the name of it.
I saw Damon Rice once do like a secret radio gig somewhere. It was in Cologne, and we happened to be there. My brother Jimmy's like 10 years older than me, and we were both there. And after the show, it was just a couple hundred people. So after the show, we were standing outside, and he was standing there. We started chatting, and we just get to know him, right? And then, and my brother Jimmy was like, "You're really talented and great voice and everything, but your songs are all like so like depressive and like everything is shit. Like what's up with that, right?" And he's like, well, the world is, it's a bad place and blah 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 blah. And then my brother Jimmy goes like, "Did you ever think about having any kids?" And he's like, "Oh, I wouldn't have any kids in this, planet and environmental and this and that, and you can't do it to the planet and whatever." And then my brother Jimmy said to him, "Well, if you think that, then why don't you just kill yourself?"
Ooh.
It was a hilarious meeting, and you could see Damon's eyes.
That sounds like a loads of laugh, that conversation.
That reminds me of my conversation with Bob Dylan.
Okay. The one where he was staring at the wall?
Yeah.
I love that story. I wish that happened to me. I went to his show, Bob Dylan, in Royal Albert Hall end of last year, and I was really standing outside of the entry where the artists go in. I've never done that before, but I was standing there like for a half a day, just hoping I might see him. It's crazy.
That's an interesting thing about when I went. I got there really early for the concert for George at the Royal Albert Hall, and they had that one sign that says "artists," at the Royal Albert Hall, and people were walking in. This is like an hour and a half before the show. And I just walked up, and they didn't look like artists, but I didn't know. They were walking in handing a ticket. So I got in line, and I got in early in the artist thing, which is really weird. And then they have those little bars up. I walked around the thing. No one was sitting yet. It was really cool walking around the circumference there of the Royal Albert Hall before people were sitting down and go into the bar, have a drink and stuff.
It's an amazing venue. It's
God, I loved it. It was one of the
most beautiful venues.
Best nights of my life, musically. One of them.
I was beginning of last year. I was with my wife in New York for about 5 days, and we went to the Carnegie Hall. That's also absolutely stunning, incredible. There are some venues that just, it really doesn't matter who you see there. You have to see the venue, and then if you see somebody also that interests you, then of course.
Radio City Music Hall's like that too, I think.
Okay.
It's a great
venue. I've never been there yet, but there's a few I still need to see. Few places.
Yeah. Bumpy's in Puyallup is like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Puyallup, is that how you say it?
But it
Puyallup.
only seats like 12 people.
Well,
Bumpies.
Mazzy's deck is about to become the next
My dick.
deck.
Oh my.
Okay, I'm out of here, guys. I gotta make
9 o'clock.
That's it.
All
Mazzy,
right.
you did it.
Thanks for coming by. We're
See you later.
we're
Cheers,
done
guys.
almost anyway. But thanks, Angelo. I'll talk
Back
to you
to
later.
talking about Fremer and Melinda.
Have a good trip, Angelo.
Je suis Melinda. Je suis Melinda.
Hey, Fluffy, I saw your comment. We don't have a planned meetup with Angelo. What we most likely will do is I'll bring him to that Hollywood Record Show on Friday at 7. But other than that, we don't have a plan.
Yeah, he's
kind
and
of
also
a star.
it's $100 to meet up with Angelo. So
Yeah.
Rob takes the $100.
Having a meet and greet at Musso and Frank's, but it is $100 plus
food.
Mazzy likes Musso and Frank's. I mean, it's okay.
I love it. I love Musso.
Okay, my contract says I have to leave at 9.
Me too.
I'm sorry.
Rob, I think you are one of the.
Well, that shows you the gratitude I get from all these people.
Right.
All right, everyone. We'll talk to you on Thursday.
Happy trails. Bye.